C4 is an advanced multiband compressor that Waves calls a 48-bit double precision processor that is dithered to 24 bits. Originally designed for Digidesign TDM systems, it has now been released as a native plugin due to the increased power of current computers. C4 has a unique dynamic line display that shows the actual gain change as an EQ display, and the gain reduction metering function has been merged with the crossover display. The interface is very intuitive, which helps for a processor that is this powerful. For example, you can process EQ, expand and DS in separate bands simultaneously, eliminating the need for multiple split-band compressors with one plugin. Let's think of it as a multi-band dynamic EQ. Waves has created a phase-compensated crossover. This helps avoid unwanted coloration while the gains of different bands are moved independently. With many multiband designs, this caused phase pitch shifting artifacts that unpleasantly colored the sound. While you can use C4 as a de-esser, it can also help mixes in instances where you can remix if what you have is less than desirable. A bad mix should be remixed, but sometimes extreme mastering can pull together a mixed project. Let's check out the controls. In the graphic window, there are 4 band center markers representing each band. They can adjust 3 parameter values simultaneously. Dragging horizontally adjusts the frequency center for the band. Dragging vertically will change the gain for the band. Dragging vertically while holding the Option or Alt key changes the range. On Macs, you can lock into a single direction control by holding the Command key. This helps avoid unwanted parameter adjustment. The individual 4-band controls are underneath the main display area. Each band has a solo button shown as S, allowing you to listen to each individual band post-processing. Next is the bypass, allowing you to return the selected band to unity gain without processing. The range dictates the maximum gain change for each band. Negative values make it a compressor. Positive values make the band into an upward or downward expander. A setting of 0 has no dynamic change to the band, and C4 then can be used as an EQ. Since there is no ratio control range, the threshold and knee settings allow variances in the ratio. The gain control is the output level for the selected band. This can also be called makeup gain. When the range is set to 0, it is merely the gain control for the band. The attack and release controls are typical to most compressors in that they control how quickly the dynamic processing reacts to the start of the signal and when it lets go of it. The release time utilizes Waves' ARC auto-release technology originally developed in the Renaissance compressor. Threshold controls the point at which the selected band responds dynamically to the signal. The threshold for C4 represents the center of the range value. If range is -10 dB, then the threshold is -5 dB. Next to the band controls is the global control section. First is the master threshold, gain, range, attack and release controls. These adjust all 4 of the bands simultaneously. The release button chooses ARC auto release control for the most transparent release behavior or manual release settings. The behavior button toggles between Electro and Opto settings. Electro is a compressor attribute invented by Waves, which exhibits slow release times at high gain reduction settings and progressively faster release times as it approaches 0 gain reduction. Opto is the inverse of Electro. This emulates the Opto-coupled compressors of yesteryear, which use light-sensitive resistors to control the amount of compression. They usually exhibit fast release times at high gain reduction and slow release times as it gets closer to 0 gain reduction. Let's put C4 on a mix and take a test drive. C4 is a very high-quality mastering plugin capable of adjusting the dynamic and frequency response of audio in a wide variety of applications. Used in mastering, it can tame a brash mix with no low end, or be used to filter some unwanted noise that found its way into the mix. Make sure to check out the accompanying user guide for extra insight into this powerful plugin.